Hello, everyone. This is Tina Jones. I'm the host and coordinator of the Empower You Expo, which for 2020 will be a virtual event. And I'm here with Jan Castro, who's with Peace Weaver Spirit Medicine. How are you today, Jan?
Great. How are you doing? Thanks for having me.
Yes, you bet. Thanks for doing this. So tell me a little bit about your business, what you do.
Well, after 25 years in Western medicine, practicing very traditional Western medicine, retirement now has given me the opportunity to focus on the type of healing that I'm really interested in. And we have all suffered painful experiences that have left us distraught or depressed or sad or scarred in some way. And I do shamanic healing, which can help you move forward after any traumatic event, especially ones that keep surfacing over and over again. I also do rune readings. I'm a certified rune reading counselor, and runes empower you with knowledge, and they can see what energies are working for you and what energies are working against you. So my only goal is to give you the power and the confidence to let go of the past, move forward, and follow your personal destiny into a more happy and peaceful life.
Well, that sounds wonderful because we all need to have a more happy and peaceful life. And so, Jan, what brought you into doing this business? What inspired you to begin helping others to be more empowered?
Well, I always practiced a form of shamanism. I just didn't realize what I was doing, but I was called to do healing work from a very young age. And as I moved down my path in life, I ended up as a physician assistant at Ogden Regional Hospital here in Utah, and for 25 years. And I saw how the spiritual, emotional side of illness was virtually neglected. And I really wanted to pursue that path. And I had a patient come in one day who was brought by her grandmother, and I had not ever met the grandmother before. And she asked me at the end of the visit if I was a shaman. And I said, no, I'm not. And I don't really know much about what shamanic healing is. And she said, well, I have been sitting here watching you, and twice I have been told to tell you that you are a shaman, and if you haven't pursued this, you need to do that. And so after I started pursuing that, I recognized that, yes, this is what I want to do. And so I headed down that path. I saw a shamanic healer in Hawaii, and I did a year-long apprenticeship with him.
Super cool. So I know that this is our second time actually recording this, because the first time we had technical difficulties, and you and I got into a long conversation about our backstories and why we do what we do. And your story is super intriguing, and I would encourage people to go to your website and read your story. So what is your website?
It's peaceweaverspiritmedicine.com.
Cool.
And kind of long, but once you type it in one time, that's all you have to do. And there's a little tab up at the top that says My Story, if you're interested in reading about my personal life and how I really was healed from a shamanic healer.
So I would encourage anybody who's watching this video to go to peaceweaverspiritmedicine.com and watch Jan, or read Jan's story, because her transformational story is quite compelling. You know, we sometimes look at people who are healers or who have this life and like they have it all together, and like, you know, human brains kind of get in this thing of comparing and like, oh, my life is terrible and her life is so amazing. And so if you look at the journey of how far Jan has taken, what she's walked through, and why she's doing what she's doing, you will be inspired. So I just want to encourage you to do that. And then, so Jan, what is your favorite thing about being a shamanic healer?
I think my favorite thing is having somebody who finds me, and I believe that the universe just puts us together, and that person finds me and we spend some time talking about why they wanted to come. And then we do the ceremony, we do the ritual of the shamanic healing part of it. And as that is completed, I am able to see almost an immediate transformation as I start to tell them about what happened during their healing. And to see their face change from dull to light and shining with new hope, and watch them just it's almost like they get bigger, and see them take control of their own power and their own energy field, and have the capacity and the protection now to decide what is going to come into their energy field and what is going to go out.
And that's the key to energy healing, really, is transforming yourself in the space where you have more choices. So
Yes.
that's my perspective. Like, when you clear the negative energies, you're no longer reactive in life, but you get to choose what you want in your life instead of just being reactionary. So
Yes.
do you have a testimonial of someone and their journey of how far they've come that you'd like to share with us?
I do keep most of my, well, I keep all of my sessions very confidential, but I can tell you that I had a lady come to me who was a professional nurse and very educated, and she was being bullied at work by a male nurse. And she went through all the proper steps, she did all the right things, she confronted him, she try to work it out in a nice way. And she was terrified of this guy. And it was one of the reasons that she came to me. And through the shamanic process, we dealt with that, and we built up a protective field around her. And she called me the next week. And this particular man was caught in the parking garage trying to assault another woman. And he was convicted and sent to jail for not only this, but some other things that had come up too. So if we are not able to bring our spiritual healing into our physical world, then we're not accomplishing anything. And so I try very hard to balance us and to help us with our grounding to Mother Earth, and to bring spirit down and have those things join together and balance so that we can be in right alignment with all living things.
And that's super cool how your energetic process cleared her energy field. And then when she went back into normal everyday life, she experienced the impact that it had in her real life. That
Yes.
is why we all do what we do.
That's right. That's
so
right.
I know that Jan's spot on Saturday, May 2nd is at 4 o'clock. We will be live streaming inside the Facebook group and also on YouTube. You can go to empoweryouexpo.com to learn more information, or you can join us in the Facebook group if you're on Facebook. And that is Empower You Expo 2020 virtual group. So that is where we will all be. And Jan will be she will be offering some really cool 10-minute rune readings as a special. And so yeah, so tell us, what do you do when you do the little 10-minute rune readings?
So I've got a little chest right here that is filled with rune beads, and so you can ask a question, or you can not even tell me your question, and we'll pull a bead out with a rune on it, and I will give you a reading with that rune, and then we'll make a little necklace out of it, and you can take that particular rune home with you.
Awesome. Yeah, so she will ship that to you. and as a memento of your experience. So be sure to check out her time spot at 4 o'clock on Saturday, May 2nd. So thank you very much, Jan, for being here with us today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Bye-bye.